hold on. Try and get this done kind of quickly. Today is September 1st, 9/1/2024. Um, Vibrationally in my number system, that's a 99. 99, which you'll hear me call the end game. It's when whatever you have energetically invested in, this is the goal. This is where you're trying to get to. So, in the sense of what I'm saying, like that, you have to come into a point of awareness where you understand, and not just from my perspective, but in the whole sense of things, is where everybody is afforded their own choices. What you do is basically my saying. Let your life tell your tale. Whatever choices you make have to work for you. Whatever choices you make have to work for you, and nobody else has to understand it. So with that basically dangerously afforded gift right there, aka free will, your end game has to be conducive to your game. If you're going to choose a path and you've already set the end parameter for what you want to see, don't let nothing or nobody get in your way. A lot of people have this saying, well, it ain't for others to understand. There's truth to that. But you have to be aware of when you're standing under your trauma. And that's my thing about the 99. The 99 basically is the end game. The key word in end game is that it's a game. So all of us has a 99 function, excuse me. All of us have a 99 function where you are trying to take your vibration to its highest level, which again, in my level of thinking and wholeness, that's a trick. There is no motion required. So let's just say my end game. My end game is wholeness. You'll always hear me speak on wholeness. You have to learn to sit your punk ass down and be still and stop letting so many things take your energy. So my end game is learning to get out of the game altogether by being still. Another person's end game might be, well, I'm here on the path of ascension and I have to learn mastery over blah, 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 blah. So their end game is going through as much programming as they can so that they can become efficient in the program itself. Neither one of us are right, neither one of us are wrong. It's all perspective. So you understand what I'm saying? So in this case, since even the field of astrology is only another field of separation, it's not fair for me to relegate the 99 function to something like that. But at the end of the day, where you hear me saying everybody's on a path, wholeness, paths have vibration. Numerology or numbers in general are vibrational sequences. So that's the bigger field. So we'll look at the 10 fields, 0 and then 1 through 9. 0 being wholeness. So this will be basically my end game. I'll include myself. Those of us who are really authentically working on wholeness and not wholeness as a way to master separation, see, that's a trick. If you're only working on wholeness so that you can master separation, that's still an illusion. If you're trying to understand wholeness so that you dispel the thought of separation, that's where I'm at. So here will be your 0 path. People who are authentically working on wholeness by understanding that this is all you. This is all you trying to get out of the game and end the separation, even though the separation is merely a thought. So here's the 0 path. You your own devil. You are your own devil. But again, if you're really, really familiar with me, these are my cards. That's the dragon. You're going to have to make a choice. Are you the dragon or are you the man? But either way, you're on fire. You understand that? By the tarot, this was my symbology of the dragon. Of the devil card. The devil, by historics, is both the adversary and the advocate. You understand that? The adversary and the advocate is just your perspective on which one. Somebody could be like, yo, man, you need to do more for yourself. See, you the devil. You trying to make me do things for myself, and I'm supposed to be taking care of everybody else. You get that? See, at that point, somebody was advocating for you to be selfish. Now you view them as an adversary. So again, perspective. So in this sense is you have to figure out what's helping. But again, life path 0, my mentality is I got to figure out what's helping me get caught in these fires. You understand that? I got to figure out what I'm doing to help harm myself. It is where you hear me sit there and say you have to be responsible, not responsive. Yo, man, I can't stand you. You know what? Fuck you. No. No, that's your perspective. How's that harming me? And why should I care? See, that's me helping me to maintain my fires. Your fire is your energy. Your fire is your energy. Your fire is where creation becomes a danger. So, life path 0, you have to figure out the 1 and the 5. 1, my potential. 5, what's going to move me. Remember the analogy I just gave you? Somebody said something to you. You ain't got to respond. It's a choice. But you ain't got to respond. So at that moment, I got to figure out whether I'm going to be the dragon, a greater being of awareness, or I'm going to be the man, a lower being of response. So figure out 1 and 5. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 is your field of infinity. 6 is your foundation. Wherever you decide to move is where you're going to end up being found. But you have to know why you moved. You understand that? So 6, in the sense of where a lot of people will try and say 6 is perfection, 6 is foundations, 6 is this and that and the other. 6 is where you can make as many choices as you want to and can't nobody stop you. How do you find your life path number? You take your 2-digit month, your 2-digit day, and your 4-digit year, and you add them. Then in the process of adding, if you end up with a master number like 33 or 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99, you remember that, but then you keep on in the reduction. So say, for example, you added all your numbers and you got a 66, master number 66, but continue the reduction. 6 plus 6 is 12. Continue the reduction. 1 plus 2 is 3. You would be life path 3, but you would have a greater energetic output if you understood your 66. 66 in my number system, the master saboteur, the person that has that dirty ass 6, that traumatic foundation of being caught in between their own choices. And we all know people like that in our lives, that somebody who done so much shit and they caught in the middle of all the shit that they allowed happen, that now the only thing they know is I allowed people to do this to me, so I got to deal with them before I can deal with myself. You understand that? So that's life path 0. Which I tell you, everybody should sit their punk ass down and be still and be life path 0. 0, so a 33 is a 6. Your duality, you're a 33 and a 6. So life path 0 is, I'm not in vibration. I'm the source. If you understood tarot, 0 is the fool. The fool can do anything to include hurt his or herself. No worries. So life path 0, you're going to be your own advocate or your own adversary. What am I telling you? What am I telling you? In the sense to the end game, the only thing that's going to hurt me is me and my choices. If I put myself in front of traffic to get hit, it ain't the car that ran me over. It was my dumb ass for getting in there in the first place. But a lot of people aren't authorized to think like that. Why? Because you are on set life paths that keep you in the game, trying to end the game. So here we go with the standard life paths that people pay attention to. First of all, you left out some numbers. 2-digit day, 2-digit month, 4-digit year. But I'm going to help you. 10 plus 21. Let's just do 31. 31 plus 19. Let's just do 50. 50 plus 81 is a 9. 59. 5 plus 9, 14. 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. You will be a life path 5. No, you don't have to tell me, but I'm going to do, and I'll post this once it's done. I'm doing the end game. Today is 9/1/2024. Numerologically vibrations, that adds up to a 99. That is, today will show you how your end game is affecting you. How my end game, life path 0, is affecting me is I'm my own devil. So life path 0, I'm my own devil. I'm either going to help myself or I'm going to harm myself. Really, that's all of us. It's just whether you got to that point of awareness or if you're stuck in bullshit knowledge. So life path 1 is going to be somebody who's vibrationally using their potential. Here's life path 1's end game, by my perspective. Don't resonate, you'll be fine. What I tell you, that 2-5, that fire. Remember I told you life path 0 says I got to figure out whether I'm burning myself. You see them fires? Life path 1 is I'm just trying to be guided by my fires. That's a phoenix. Historically, they tell you the phoenix is already on fire and is a beautiful creature that sings a beautiful song. But holy shit, motherfucker, you already on fire. You might want to stop, drop, and roll and sit your punk ass down and be still. So life path 1 is already responsive. Why? Whereas 1-5 was the problem, my potential to move, 2-5 now becomes the issue. I'm connected to what's moving me. 2, connection, knowledge. 5, what's moving me. 0, I potentially can move. I got to make a choice. Life path 1, I done already moved and now I'm connected to it, but I'm just trying to get my fires back. This is the Queen of Fires. Energetically in my cards, that was representative of the Orisha Oya. Hot-headed. Beautiful, power, the mother of 9 and all this other good stuff, but hot-headed at the end of the day. So if you hot-headed and all you doing is being responsive to everything that's moving you, you done already lost your stillness. So now you become life path 2. You connected to everything that you done already created. You're connected to everything that you already created. I wouldn't be surprised if the 34 come up. Close. You're connected to what you already created. You're your own judgment. This is Archangel Gabriel, the voice of the end. Remember, if you understand biblical text and stuff, once Gabriel blows his horn, that's to signal the end. The end game is you should be listening to your own voice and what's already been revealed. What I connected to only showed me the 0. It only showed me if I knew what the 0 was. It only showed me that I am my own source of harm. But in this realm, where people don't really understand what they speak, 0 is both nothing and everything. That is the duality itself. 0 is nothing. Put a 0 behind a 1. Holy shit, that motherfucker just got a promotion. Put some more zeros behind that 1. Now you happy. So 0 is more than nothing. 0 is everything. 0, or the circle itself, by sacred geometry, is the only shape that can contain all others. Why? Because it has no beginning and no end. It's one continuous motion. Holy shit, life path 0. You are one continuous motion that does not learn how to keep still because you don't know where to start and stop yourself. So that's a bonus for life path 0. But everything's already been revealed. This is the judgment card. So if you're being guided, but you ain't listening to your own voice, you're under manipulation. If someone so jump off the bridge, you gonna do it? Some of y'all kids nowadays, y'all might want to be careful. Parents, some of y'all might want to ask your kids that question. If that motherfucker do that, you gonna do it too? Yeah, because TikTok said do it. Not trying to be funny, but, and it ain't just TikTok, it's Facebook and Insta scam and Twitter. Holy shit, keep your kids off Twitter. Twitter's worse than YouPorn right now, and I fucking love it. So, sorry, just being honest. So now you get the life path 3. The life path 3 is I am really in the point of communication, but only thing I'm communicating with is the thoughts in my head. So 3 is the beginning of programming. I don't care about your man, woman, child. It really is mind, body, soul. It is the beginnings of programming. Life path 3, in my experience, is the beginning of a programmable being, because the mind, the body, and soul is just trying to find oneness, which means, holy shit, you're already in dimensionality. So life path 3, your end game is trying to end the battles of the mind, body, and soul. You ain't even begin to found you. Oops, you haven't even begun to found you. I can't make this shit up. If you come in the beginning, you saw me shuffle. It's that fucking 5. What made you move? What already made you move showed you abuse. You understand that? Probably not, but if you have been told not to do something, but you go do it anyway, you are the abuser. The move you made, the move that you gave your energy only connected you to the move, but it connected you to you fooling yourself, but you think that move is your abuser. See, I've been with him for 10 years and he done cheated for 12, but I ain't gonna go nowhere because one day he gonna learn to value me. And you can interchange that for male or female nowadays. You understand what I'm saying? I've been with her for 15 years and she been cheating for 20, but one day she gonna learn to love me. You a fool. She done already showed you her answer. He done already showed you his answer. You just don't like the truth. And to be fair, you just don't like the perspective of what you've been seeing. because truth is subjective in this realm. So life path 3, you your own abuser. Remember what life path 0 was? I have the potential to abuse myself. I'm gonna help myself get put on fire. I'm lighting my own fucking fire. But the fire has hurt me more than me hurt myself. Again, life path 3, that would be a sense of deflection. Life path 4, you in the trap. 4 is the number of balance. But balance with what? Balance with my choices. What did my choices do? Showed me the abuser that only revealed I got guided by what was helping me harm myself. Take your time with that one. So it's basically everything I said. Life path 4, you trapped yourself in this game of balance by trying to find the perfect connection to everything that's got you in separation. You at war. You at war with what? Is it a 9 or is it a 6? You at war with the perspectives of everything that is abusing you. Because see, not everything that is harmful for me is harmful for me. Toxic existence. See, I can hang in the hood because I know how to handle the hood because I used to run the hood. But the hood done ran you into a lower state of vibration, but you trying to vibrate higher. So your end game, life path 4 is, remember I told you before I even drew the card, you just trying to find balance with the war that's already got you in separation. What you calling it love. Oops. So life path 5. Remember, life path 5 the number 5 already represented itself as the abuser because 5 is where you moved. So life path 5 is just trying to understand their expression as the summation of the experience. It's almost like a Hierophant energy mixed in with the Hermit card energy. I'm going through things and I'm evaluating things and I'm trying to make the best decision on how to keep on going. When the whole answer, if you understood 0, was sit your punk ass down and be still. If you keep having experiences that keep presenting multitudes of perspectives, it might be time for you to stop. So life path 5, it might be time for you to stop and end the game because the only thing moving you is your inability to stop manipulating yourself. Oops, you are manipulating yourself. You are birthing everything, the plentifulness. Sorry if you can't get this. This is the creatrix, the created trick, the queen of the spirit. The influence over my spirit, whatever is influencing my spirit, is going to make me move. What I just tell you life path 5 was movement against its own self. I am birthing everything that I'm moving into because I fooled myself into getting into a game of finding me later. See, you got to go through ascension. You got to go through a spiritual journey. And it's okay because these experiences are ordained. And then once you get there, you'll figure out who you are. You damn right you're going to figure out who you are. You're going to figure out who you are plus the trauma. But that's not you. That's just you with trauma. Oops, life path 6, trauma. Life path 6, trauma. I have the infinite capability of making choices based off of the possibilities and probabilities of what they can be. But in order for them to be, I got a nut on myself. Oops, Phoenix, the world card. The 2 then already showed you the 1. The 2, what I'm connected to, then already showed you your potential. What was my potential? You were only being guided by what's burning you. That was life path 1. You are only being guided by what's burning you. But, like I said earlier, I'm so used to being on flames, it don't hurt. Them fires don't hurt me. Unfortunately, the irresponsible humans that we are, we don't understand that when we have become immune to our own toxicity, doesn't mean that everybody else that we deal with is immune to it too. That plays out as parents, that plays out as friends, family, lovers, mothers, daughters, brothers, sisters. It don't fucking matter. Unfortunately, the children suffer the most. When you are caught in your own set of traumas because you like the way that you burn, don't mean these babies need to be burnt by you. Life path 6. So if your end game is just trying to master the way that I turn my phoenix into a goddess, once you successfully, ain't gonna happen, turn your phoenix into a goddess, that goddess is now a phoenix too. What's a phoenix? A motherfucker that's on fire. Forever doomed to the reincarnation loop of burning itself. Sorry if you don't understand that. So life path 7. I know who I am. 7 is self-awareness. 7 is the number of mysticism in this realm. 7 is the number of in my number system, it is supposed to be the perspective of yourself without conditions. Remember, 6 just showed you my condition is I'm on fire. But as I've been saying, when you've been burning for so long, your condition isn't a condition. It's just who I am. But as I said before that, that's just you with your traumas. So Life Path 7 will show you who I am, especially if I'm caught up in this EndGame bullshit. I am the summation of everything I've been through. That's the common thing you'll hear people say. Because see, if I didn't know what I've been through, I wouldn't know who I am. Try, if I would stop putting myself through stuff, I might figure out who I was instead of allowing myself to become what I wasn't supposed to be. Oops. Life Path 7, you are now the summation of your traumas, but you think it's you. You've been pulled apart. You've been pulled apart. You done gave up your good, divine energy into all that shit that's killing you. The mortality of what you keep worrying about has already pulled you apart. What's 3 plus 1? 4. What's 3? My thoughts. My thoughts now have all my potential. But now I think that's me. Get it? If Life Path 7 is self-awareness, but the only thing you're aware of is the shit you've been put through, that's not you. Say this with me, children. I am not my traumas. Some of you can't do it without energetically being shaken. I'm not my traumas. I am, however, the totality of my choices. You get that? If I keep choosing things that end up traumatizing me, at some point, I gotta sit my punk ass down, Life Path 0, and choose me. Adversary or advocate, it's a motherfucking perspective. Are you your own devil? Are you your own Satan? Satan, the advocate. Satan, the adversary. But you're too busy out here looking for God. Sorry, Life Path 8, the war with the thoughts in your head. Because, see, you need somebody else to be accountable where you've already lost accountability to yourself. So the end game of a Life Path 8 is, I just want to make it to the end so that I can see that I was bigger than the struggle. Sir, ma'am, where'd the struggle come from? In here. So if the struggle came from in here, but you're now projecting an end game into somewhere else, we call that dispersal. If I did everything, but I project my energy into somebody else as accountable, deflection. You burnt you. What was this about? My fires. What is this? My fires. 23, the element of fire. You burnt yourself. You are a raging fire because you were more passionate about what you were trying to get to than aware to sit your punk ass down, be still, and put out the fires. So Life Path 8, you struggling with everything that's going on in your head, but you didn't take accountability for how I got there, which means you are just trauma responsive. But you'll find a way to put a spin on that because you've been so responsive to the traumas for so long. The traumas know how to respond to you too. Shh. Don't pay attention to what the fuck he talking about. I got you, boo. Straw right in the back of your head. Life Path 9, the veritable high vibration. I don't know any other way to tell you that high vibration inside of a trap is not a good thing. You understand that? If I'm in a trap and all I'm doing is moving around within the trap and giving the trap more energy, did I not just further trap myself? If I'm on a plantation, but all I'm doing is working to make sure the plantation becomes a better containment field for me, did I not just assist in enslaving myself? Life Path 9, try this one. The battery in the pack is stronger than the one plugged into the device, especially when the device's innate design is just to steal your energy. Some of y'all are so deeply plugged into this device, this realm, this matrix, this path of ascension, this school, this car, this Terra, this Gaia, this all this other shit. The mental perceptions of you harming yourself in separation, so much to the point that where you use the separation to hold yourself together. Life Path 9. Your highest vibration is just trying to find a way to stop vibrating at what already got your energy instead of stopping yourself from being the power plant. It's carelessness. Carelessness, life path 7. Self-awareness. Your self-awareness is in your carelessness. Why? Because you don't understand time. You don't understand time, and you don't understand, you got to let your life tell your tale. Metatron, the scribe that's writing down the story. But you ain't writing your own story. You're just part of a script. Holy shit, Akashic Records. Sorry. I go somewhere else, but not waste my energy on y'all with that one. Everything that's telling you what you're supposed to do or what you're going to do or how you're going to do it or when you're going to do it or how it must be done. Really? Really? How does it know? Unless it's already guiding and stroking your energy towards where it needs you to be. Delicious as fuck. But too ego and arrogant to see. Oops. So, life path 9, carelessly moving towards the end game that ain't showing you. It's just showing you how you lost your time and you don't even get to tell your story. You just you in a verse. Holy shit. You just you in a verse, a universe, mixed in with a bunch of other perceptions of yourself and separation. Which means you done already gave up your fire, you done burnt yourself, and now you're worried about what pulled you apart because you're going to need to use what pulled you apart to hold you together so that I can rejoice in what burnt me, so that I can now call myself a god or goddess. But I understand that I birthed everything that put me in separation because the war was already within me. But I don't want to own myself as the abuser. Even though everything I do keeps revealing and keeps telling me it's all you. You just got bad judgment. But you too busy being guided by the shit that burnt you. Because you too busy helping yourself as the devil. See, it ain't that 6'5" motherfucker with black hooves and horns and a 9-foot penis. It ain't got shit to do with the Council of Toledo. It's got every goddamn thing to do with you. The end game is you have to see while you're playing a game. But if you like playing games, keep on moving. Oops. Perspectives.